Hello, my name is Talia, and I don't think I want to be a lawyer. Um, this is a really crazy realization, and I think something I've known for a while now, but I've had a really hard time with coming to terms with because I have this pressure that I've put on myself because of the way that my family raised me and kind of pushed this narrative that I would be a really great lawyer. And then there was a lot of pressure from parents to, you know, make money and make sure that you're financially stable and acceptable. And I think it cultivated this fear, this wanting to be chosen, this or praised, or like I was doing something right. And so I've wanted to be a lawyer since I was 12 because I thought that if I became a lawyer, I would be loved. I would be admired, appreciated, recognized. Um, and I don't think I want to be a lawyer. I don't know if that means that I won't go to law school or school after I graduate. I don't really know what it means in general for me. But all I do know is I want to have energy from what I do for my occupation. I don't know what that would be fully yet. I want to do something creative, and I want to allow myself to experiment and try new things. And I think talking and trying to figure out what I want to do through this platform will be really good for me. I know a lot of people resonated with my first video, and specifically people who are also pre-law. So maybe if anyone had any, thoughts or words of wisdom, or maybe just, I hope that someone somewhere will find this and maybe offer some of their perspective. I would like to hear what you guys think. Those of you who have been pre-law, have you always wanted to be pre-law? What kind of made that decision come for you? Um, so yeah, I think I just really want to be creative and be able to practice that. And right now I'm in a pre-law organization on campus. And because of that, I feel really stifled creatively because I haven't been able to put my energy towards the things that I want. And it feels just really taxing and limiting. But there's a lot that I like with law. I enjoy the fact that I could do international relations or something of the sort with that. But I know I'm taking a gap year, and so maybe I could change my mind again. In the meantime, I would really like to just practice letting myself do things that feel really good and energizing, and being very focused on law school right now, it doesn't feel like one of them. And I'm grateful to have the breathing room to be able to take a gap year. And I know not everyone is as lucky as me to do that. So I think just, making the most of that opportunity to find myself, find out what I love, what I want to do, what feels good, and allows me to be creative and feel authentic, and just in general cultivates myself to return back to my childlike self in a way. Like I was mentioning in my first video, just, I don't know, I want that part of me to come back and feel honored and appreciated in whatever I do. And I don't know if law is fully that. This is like a, I feel really like I'm really together when I'm talking about this right now. But like maybe like 2 hours ago I was like breaking down in my car about this because this is just like a really crazy realization to me, and like I don't even know how I'm gonna tell my parents um about this or talk to them, and I guess I don't have to right away right now. But um I just have felt, I guess, a lot of pressure, or put a lot of pressure on myself because of the way that they would talk to me about my career and the things I was going to do. But I've always felt such a pull towards creative pursuits, and I don't know exactly what I would do that would be creative. I kind of need to just, flow and let the things that find me come my way and pivot as I go. And I'm a pretty level-headed person, and I mean that's why I wanted to be a lawyer for so long too, is like I have this like egoic perception of wanting to, I guess, almost be like this just like superhuman, otherworldly, like just like powerhouse within my career. And so I'm like, okay, then I have to be a lawyer because lawyers are like very well respected. And then there's a lot of law that I do enjoy. Like I think that I would enjoy a lot with, you know, immigration law or human rights law. But at the same time, I would also feel really, really sad a lot. I think I just really like I feel things like sad things really impact me, and I think maybe more so than other people sometimes. Like I feel almost like I don't know, it like stays with me a lot longer than I feel like it does like if I was to hear a dog died, I would, like, for example, I literally had a friend's dog pass away, and it just like hurt my heart so bad that like I had to just really slow down the rest of the day. Whereas like I know a lot of other people like hear that and they're like, oh, that's so hard, like I'm so sorry for your loss. And I think that they are able to move on from it and like still like recognize the sadness in it. But I think the sadness really stays with me with stuff like that. Sorry, that's just I've been rambling here about everything, but yeah, I feel like a lot of law would really impact my mental and stay with me outside of the job, and I don't know if I necessarily could handle that. And I feel like if I was to approach my career from a perspective where I am putting my best foot forward to work at something that just gives me energy and allows me to be adaptable, I won't have to sign myself up for approaching it from a space of lack, which is why I think a lot of my parents have why my parents have largely been so keen on stressing that I be a lawyer, because my dad didn't grow up with money, and then he has this like wound around, or fear around, not having enough, and has a fear that I will have that too. Or maybe that I would even rely on him for money. Uh, and that's just not my plan, or gonna be in the cards for me, I think. So, I think that if I just push myself to slow down right now and take the space and learn go slow and listen to myself. I will figure it out. I'm very young still. I am 21. And I will say something my dad always does say that I feel like is so true and has been so true, and like I hear it in the back of my head all the time, is there are a million different ways to get to where you want to be. And where I want to be is just happy and satisfied in my career and in life. And I don't think being a lawyer is that. But I love education, and I love art and creativity and travel, so maybe even diplomacy. But in general, I really am excited to learn more about myself in this process, and I'm very appreciative for this outlet right now to express these feelings and thoughts that are very scary. This is a crazy thing for me to just talk about and then post. So I hope that it resonates with someone. And I hope you all had a great Halloween. I did. All right. Until next time. Thank you.